Hello everyone. Today we are going to start one of the very interesting topics of biology. But before reaching to that topic, I would like to ask a very important question. So if I ask you that this wall is made up of what? Probably your answer would be bricks, right? So we know that when the bricks are assembled, so we have a building. In the similar fashion, when the different kind of cells are united together, then they form a tissue. Okay? What I am telling you, when different kinds of cells are combined together, then they form a tissue. And when different kinds of tissues are combined together, then we get an organ, right? And when different kinds of organs are united together performing a particular function, then they form an organ system, right? And when different kinds of organ systems are combined together, then we get a body. So we are going to talk about the very interesting topic, that is cell. Okay, so what do you understand by a cell? That cell is a fundamental unit of life, or in other words we can say that cell is the structural and functional unit of living organisms. Okay, structural and functional unit of living organisms. All right, after that let me tell you the branch of biology which deals with the study of cell is known as cytology. Okay, what is cytology? The branch of science, the branch of biology which deals with the study of cell. If we talk about the cell, so first of all, cell was seen by, observed by the scientist Robert Hooke. In which year? 1665. He observed the cell in the bark. Bark is a part of, in the thin slices of cork. Cork is a part of bark of a tree. And he observed honeycomb-like structures. These hexagonal structures are known as honeycomb-like structures. Okay. With the help of microscope, Robert Hooke first of all observed the cell in the thin slices of cork, and cork is a part of bark of a tree. I hope you understood this much. Now, the cells, all the different, each and every organism has different kinds of shapes of cells, their number, okay, and their size. So if we talk about the number of cells, so on the basis of number of cells, the organisms are of two types, okay, unicellular and multicellular, okay, unicellular and multicellular are the two types of organisms. Unicellular organisms are those which have only single cell, for example algae, paramecium, protozoa, etc. Multicellular, multi means many, or those organisms which are made up of more than one type of cell are known as multicellular organisms. For example, plants and animals. If you talk about the shape of the cells, so cells may be of the different kinds of shapes, for example spherical in shape, spindle muscle shaped cells, the long branch nerve cells, okay. And when we talk about the different size of cells, so they may be, the smallest cell is of the mycoplasma, bacterial cell, okay. That is also known as PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organisms, and the largest cell is of an ostrich egg, okay. Then if we talk about the structure of cell, so basically a typical cell has three things, okay. A typical cell has three things. The outer one we can say is cell membrane, alright. The outermost structure is known as cell membrane, and the jelly-like substance is known as cytoplasm, the jelly-like fluid, and the DNA. These are the three important things, okay, the important things which are present inside a cell. So if you talk about the cell membrane, that is also known as plasma membrane, and it is also known as selectively permeable membrane because it has pores. It has pores which allows the entry and exit of certain materials through it. If we talk about the cytoplasm, so cytoplasm surrounds the, cytoplasm is the area that is present between, okay, that contains all the cell organelles keep floating in it, and this is the DNA, that is a genetic material that transfers from one generation to another. So till now let me tell you this much only. In the next videos further we will be discussing about plant cell, animal cell and furthermore in detail. Thank you for watching.